What's going on, everybody? My name is Ryan Grove, and I am here to bring you the Justice League review. It's a couple months too late. It came out in November. It's now January, so I hope this isn't too outdated. But I'm on my way to see Justice League. I really liked it the first time. Anyway, here we go. Alright guys, I am back from watching Justice League for the second time, and this is very spoiler heavy because it's been out for 2 months. So before we get started about Justice League, I just want to tell you guys that I loved Man of Steel. Absolutely loved Man of Steel. Batman v Superman is definitely in my top 5 greatest comic book movies of all time, and I love Zack Snyder. I think he's a great director. His cinematography is top tier. His movies are visually pleasing. The metaphors deeper down in the movies are fantastic. Justice League, on the other hand, that's a whole other monster in itself. So the first time I watched Justice League, I watched it opening night in November, and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I came out and I was thrilled. It was like watching an old Justice League animated series that I used to watch on Saturday mornings as a kid. So Justice League picks up after the events of Batman v Superman. Superman has died, and Batman is out hunting parademons. Now, the opening scene of this movie is great. I don't really like how the parademons are already there. It just seems a little weird. When I first watched it in theaters even, it just seemed weird that there were already sightings of parademons, and I get it. Superman's been dead for a while, and they've come to Earth, but you think there'd be a little bit more fuss about aliens flying around the streets of Gotham City, not just a couple of sightings? I don't know. To me, it seemed a little far-fetched for a movie with a guy who's 95% a robot and a guy who can run through time and space. Sue me. The first thing I have to say is, what were they thinking with that Superman scene? With the fire truck, so obviously it takes place before he died, I think. Unless it takes place after he died, in which case it's out of order. But that's not the only scene you think it would be out of order. So it opens up with this phone footage of Superman and the mustache removal on Henry Cavill. He's got a killer looking mustache. The guy has a prime stash, okay? However, Paramount should have shaved off the mustache and CGI'd it on. It's always easier to CGI something on than it is to take something off. So another thing I noticed in the movie, particularly in the obvious reshoots, the obvious scenes that were reshot, the green screen looks awful. Now, in my program, we do some green screen work. We play around with the green screen, and we do the weather, and we do a whole bunch of other stuff, as you can see in my other videos. And I would say that looks pretty much the same quality as some of these scenes in the Justice League. This scene in particular with Clark and Lois, that just looks like garbage. The score is up there with some of the things I hated most about this movie. Because to me, a score should take an emotional scene from here to here. You watch the first fight scene from Man of Steel without the score, and it's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. But you add in that flight score from Hans Zimmer, and it takes it from here to here. And to have Danny Elfman, and I'm not gonna crap on Danny Elfman, he's done some great stuff. The original Spider-Man theme song is one of my favorites of all time, but he really just crapped the bed with Justice League. If I were gonna replace a director, I would at least make sure that his vision and Zack Snyder's vision were pretty much the same, but no, it seems like everything was off. The comedic beats that Joss brought in, and they were clearly Joss scenes, Joss Whedon jokes, and Joss Whedon writing. Most of them didn't work. The scene where Flash lands in Wonder Woman's cleavage, that is, what year are we living in? Alright, there's a few other dislikes, but I'm just going to hop into the likes because I feel like I've been just crapping on this movie. Another thing that was very Watchmen-y to me, and I love the Watchmen movie, was very Watchmen-y to me, was the opening montage. Zack Snyder is great at opening montages. Ezra Miller is the Flash, Jeremy Irons is Alfred, Ben Affleck is Batman, mostly. And I say mostly because in the scenes that were clearly shot in principal photography, he seems excited to be there. Anyway, Jason Momoa is fantastic. Everyone loves Jason Momoa, and him as Aquaman is perfect casting. I'm not gonna minus the Steppenwolf entrance. I think the Themyscira stuff is fantastic. Like I said, I really enjoyed the battle scene. You know, you have the Atlanteans, the Amazonians, the Green Lanterns, and the humans all, and the old gods were there. Zeus and Ares were there. That was so cool. I just wish that it would have been in the beginning of the movie. So all in all, what would I rate Justice League out of 10? I would give Justice League a solid 6.5 out of 10. I would wait to see it in a cheap theater. Anyway guys, that's it for me. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to be putting out 2 more reviews. If you did, give it a like down below. Comment, subscribe to see my other 2 reviews I have coming out, and maybe we'll do more reviews. We'll see. It's still a work in progress. I don't know how I feel about yelling at a camera in my apartment, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Hope you guys have a wonderful day.